3 percentile or 4 percentile rolls.
3, 92, 95, 68.
Okay, when you're paying attention
Yep.
and providing medical aid, you're about 75% effective at saving the fish.
All right, I'll take off.
Now that you know kind of the process.
I'll take off 4 charges from the.
And legitimately, you do not want a half frozen, half not thaw state. Is the thing that you are trying to avoid in the utmost. You want to be frozen or not frozen. The half and half state, no good.
Makes sense.
Also, too much fire equals burnt, also bad.
Dinner for sulfur. Yeah, we'll walk out of this area and then I guess camp inside a rope trick. 1, 2, 3. Lloes will stay outside this night. I don't think undead rest, but because given how beat up Grippa is, he just stays in the can. And the can stays outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's plenty of room, and we could even.
Yeah, the can has to be wherever Lloes is, otherwise Lloes doesn't. So, what do we do now?
Are we on conversation or something, or just stay in the area?
Yes.
I'm still in Rimevine.
Okay, we'll stay there.
Yeah, how do we find this gerbil guy? He's the one that traveled around.
Do we have something of his that we can scry on, maybe? Or know a place that he visits regularly?
Well, you don't actually have to know a guy to scry on him, do you? I thought you just had to, know about him.
Well, if, the trend continues... Well, if it becomes a trend, I suppose. He's probably dead, but...
What are you saying? He's in a big fungus monster or eaten by a giant?
Or run over by a wagon. I don't fucking know.
Gwyndwyn wants us to collect all the rings, right? Beeps?
That's what I remember.
Reassemble the council. Bring it to order.
Yeah, so we gotta find the other rings. Or if people are still alive with the rings, then the council, but...
Can the rings be used to find the other rings?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Phoebe doesn't know.
So, I don't like how the winter ring sparkles.
What do you mean?
It's very sparkly.
It's like this blue, dull piece of costume jewelry.
It's like very bright. Like if I put it on, it would be the brightest thing I wear.
That's bright, is it?
It's not what we see, apparently.
The summer ring is really bright.
No, wait, what? That one's really dull and orange.
No. The growth one? Look at it. It's just like... It's so... You're just going to be seen all the time. No wonder he put it on the pig.
Both of you are seeing things. Both pieces of crap. They're just ceremonial bits of...
So we put them side by each.
Which one is glowing? That one!
No, that one!
You're just... You better not be Dugganing me right now.
No!
You got Duganed.
No, that's not what getting Dugan looked like, and he tries to collect both your attentions as he collects both rings. That's what getting Dugan looks like. Here you go.
There's lots of giggling. Does Phoebe see any glow from either of them?
Phoebe doesn't see glow from either. They both look like pieces of almost costume jewelry.
Would Gwyndwyn have cursed these rings? Or is she trying to tell us which ones we need to put on?
I would suggest the latter.
She might have done both.
I know Gwyndwyn can be... I mean, she's a defender of Fae, so But she's a defender of Fae. She could curse things, but not normally Fae. Unless they're being bad.
Capra's not bad.
No,
I'm not
I
bad.
sleep just fine.
I'm not bad. You know, Dugan's got a whole word to describe what he does to people.
And the word
right.
isn't bad, it's Dugan.
It's Dugan. It's just,
right.
that's what happens.
Force of nature, I suppose.
Yeah, just stay out of his way.
Do we have the bodies of those two Atomi?
Yes, you do.
Ah, damn it. She used that power. She has to wait till tomorrow.
Speak with dead.
Speak with... So,
It's the same day, so...
Phoebe can speak with dead tomorrow. She can scry tomorrow. She can also cast Commune if we want a bunch of answers of the Fey Gods.
Cool.
Yeah, there might be some magical ways to get a clue, man. To get a clue.
Don't have. Oh.
She could scry now. She didn't use her scrying yet today.
Well, then,
No,
might as well...
shot.
You might want to be on the other plane, though, because
Yeah.
scrying through the rope trick is making it harder on yourself.
Okay.
Do you need just need like a little bucket of water, or
We need a scrying mirror.
where are we gonna get that from?
Focus a mirror. Okay. Given that she was just created, can I subtract 1,000 gold pieces and give her a mirror for her spell?
Certainly can.
All
She
right.
has a nice, stylized,
Nice.
Atomi-sized vanity mirror.
Like this.
Like a little applique mirror.
Nice.
It's like BRB.
I will nick 1,000 gold pieces off somewhere.
The craftsmanship has to be very particular because you're not paying for materials. That's
No.
Atomi craft.
At that point, you're paying for the craftsmanship to do something so small.
to find the one Atomi who doesn't really like making stuff anyway to make you the mirror. Bribing Gus with the Atomi. I don't make your damn mirror. Oh, you need it to be expensive too, does you? Just charge more.
Okay, we'll hop out.
The best husband there is.
Does anyone know Gerbil?
We already rolled
Yeah.
that Phoebe has not met her.
Yep. And Dugan doesn't know Gerbil.
No.
Okay. So it's second-hand knowledge, and we don't have anything of Gerbil. But I think we're going to try to use the rings as a focus.
Okay.
The ring of winter and the ring of summer. Perhaps
Yep.
this would help. Give a connection to the bearer of the ring of spring, I think he is. Or she.
He was, the ring of spring, the ring of...
And there was no description or likeness or picture inside of Fuzz's journal.
No, he didn't draw an image of this particular person.
Okay, so I think then there is a +5 to the saving throw. And the DC for Phoebe's saving throw is 20. It's going to be a DC 15. Ooh.
Well, I believe the term always chance.
Yep.
This is where having, let's see. Okay, the spell works, in that you suspect the person is actually alive. The spell doesn't just fail outright, as in, like, no target.
Yep.
Oh. I caught that. She might be alive.
Okay, that's a switch.
Okay.
Any idea where?
On this plane or another plane? The spell works on multiple planes.
So anywhere then. Okay, well,
You send people.
might be alive somewhere in existence. I don't want to say we're at square one, but it really feels close.
We know more than we did 5 minutes ago. She could have not been in existence.
Hey, there's always tomorrow. Yep, there's always tomorrow.
Alright, we'll try again tomorrow.
I think sending, you have to know the creature.
Yeah, you have to be familiar
Yeah.
with them. So just start random phone booking people with.
I kind of wish that was the true thing with some of the phone calls I get.
Yep.
No, I don't need life insurance. I'm good. I've covered things.
But I'm a wizard. I can be at your front door in seconds.
I'm good. Good man.
Just open your mind. Open your mind.
I'm sure this deal is gonna end shortly.
Just don't make a will save. It'll be fine. It always ends badly.
Whoa, you just wake up in this.
You're being
place.
assessed by the Magical Inquisition.
You're robbed, being arrested. What happened?
Okay. That evening, what are you doing with the rings while you sleep?
They are in our pile of treasure bits.
Okay.
Unless Capra wants to put the sparkly one on.
Oh, he finds it interesting.
Yeah, without knowing what it is, though, it's kind of a risk. You know, putting random magic items on, get cursed.
Yeah,
It
I
is
don't want to be cursed.
calling to you.
You know, maybe you should. If you think that one's shiny, maybe you should put it on.
No, I don't want
I'll tell you what, we'll flip a coin. The loser has to put it on. I think so too. So Capra's heads and
No,
Dee Dee
you
is
don't
tails.
get to flip the coin.
I get to flip the coin. I'm an impartial third party.
You are not impartial. You
How
are
am I-
you are the sneakiest Dugan that ever did Dugan.
Dee Dee,
Private
first of all,
Sulfur gets to flip the coin.
Private Sulfur. You wound me.
Fire burn.
Yeah, fire burns, and here, you flip the coin.
Sulfur seems really to like the fish that were brought back through burning hands.
Yeah, the blessed fish. This one's named...
You guys still fucking with fish?
Okay, this is supposed to be your council, so I'm actually going to agree to this. But you don't get to flip the coin because that would be stupid.
We don't want to be stupid, right? Right, Sulfur. Fire burns. He's putting his the tip of his claw in the fish bowl.
Okay, and to keep you from cheating, Sulfur's going to drop the coin in the fish bowl because we'll be able to see if you do anything weird to the coin.
Right, then stop me. All right, fine.
What was that, Duggan? What did you say?
Nothing.
All right, heads.
Which is, I don't know, 1?
One.
Okay.
Tails is.
Heads is Capra. Tails is... No. Yeah, wait, you want heads?
Well, that's not fine with heads.
Do you want to flip the coin to see who's heads or tails?
We could do that.
Okay.
How about?
Iceberg goes back to sleep.
Oh, you're sleeping as a dragon? That's a fucking pimp. This is my sleeping form.
How about Capra? You are tails because you have one.
That makes sense to me.
All right then.
Okay, so I'm heads and tails.
I've got a very fluffy, nice tail.
Yep.
And only one time and it becomes a nickname. Just the one time.
I wasn't there for that one. Sounds like a story you gotta tell us now.
That's. It's okay. every fawn has that problem at least once.
We're not familiar with the problem. What happened?
Bird grabs onto everything.
Oh.
Oh, the sponge or the towel or the leaf or whatever.
I'm sure
yeah.
shit
Oh,
tail
yeah.
won't become your military nickname. Don't worry.
Yeah, that'd be mean. Very unfortunate.
Pretty certain it won't.
I think Mort's got a friend you want to get introduced to. I'm sorry, Capra. I just couldn't help it. I had to spend the whole days with him. It was just disgusting. All right, flip the coin, Sulfur. Drop the coin into the bucket with the fishies. Yeah, 5 burns. 5 burns.
He flicks the coin into the bucket.
Is
Right.
Dugan manipulating the coin toss?
No,
in any
Dugan's
way?
gonna let it go. He just wants to see what happens when someone puts a ring on. He doesn't care who.
What an asshole.
All he knows is he wasn't gonna be first.
Okay. Roll a d2.
Here. 1, so heads.
Oh. I guess
She turns visible.
it's me.
Stay visible there, so we'll keep an eye on you. Make sure nothing goes wrong.
She takes off her ring of the ram, which she never uses.
Okay.
Okay. You sure I gotta put on the winter one?
It's the one you're saying is glowing, and you're the only one who sees it glowing. So unless the other ring is shouting at you, Dee Dee, put me on, I'd say that's your fucking ring.
Phoebe clutches the end of Dee Dee's fingers and then
Dugan, come here.
Why?
5 fingers to the face.
I want to give you a hug, just in case something bad happens.
Oh, nothing bad's gonna happen.
Give me a hug.
Okay, he goes and hugs her.
okay.
Capra?
The Capra just hug,
Yeah.
hug time, and he's
Yeah.
gonna try to get Dugan at the same time. Ah!
You know, and he whispers in Capra's ear, "If you were a real friend, you'd fall in here."
Got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, Capra picks up the other ring and puts it on.
No, what are you doing?
Dee Dee scrambles to put the ring on.
Okay,
This is going on her left hand.
okay, so now they've kind of raced and they both.
Dugan's kind of shocked that this is happening. My goodness, I'm the puppet master now.
Okay.
Phoebe's just watching as this is a perfectly cromulent way for Faye to solve problems. Faye logic.
All right. Dugan. They put in the rings. Not much happens aside from they look impressive. They, as beings of Fey kind, look important.
Well, you look rather spiffy, to be honest. How do you feel?
The rings themselves here, let me paste this into chat. You know of their basic powers as you are already chosen by the court as suitable. So each ring acts as a ring of protection +3 and registers as such via detect magic. Once per day, you can perform ascending to all members of the court, the ring bearers. As a standard action, once per week, a private sending can be done to the magistrate of the court, currently Gwendolyn. A +5 circumstance on charisma-based checks and charisma-based skill checks when dealing with Fae also applies to leadership score for Fae cohorts and followers.
Okay.
The ring grants the associated domain, and each domain spell can be cast once per day as a spell-like ability. Additional castings can be performed using mythic points, but you're not mythic. The court needs to come to session.
Well, nothing bad happened.
You know that you need a majority of the court to come to session, and you need the majority of the court to make decisions. The domain. So for the Ring of Winter, the domain is Repose.
Ooh. I guess Dee Dee could take off her other ring because her other ring's a ring of protection +3. Freeing up ring slots.
Or loot for the pile.
The Repose domain. You see death not as something to be feared, but as a final rest and reward for a life well spent. The taint of undeath is a mockery of what you hold dear. Domain powers. Gentle Rest. You fill a creature with lethargy, cause them to become staggered for 1 round with a melee touch attack. If you do this to somebody who's already staggered, they fall asleep instead. You can basically put people to sleep with your touch. 8th level domain power. Ward against death. At 8th level, you can emit a 30-foot aura that wards against death for a number of rounds per day equal to your cleric level, in this case, character level. Living creatures in this area are immune to all death effects, energy drain, and effects that cause negative levels.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
This ward does not remove negative levels that the current creatures already gained. You gain the domain spells Death Watch, Gentle Repose, Speak with Dead, Death Ward, Slay Living, Undeath to Death, Destruction, Waves of Exhaustion, and Wail of the Banshee.
That's pretty cool.
Capra gains the Growth domain. The Growth domain is a modification of the Plant domain. So it is you find solace. You find solace in green and the growth of living things. He gets Enlarged Person. He gets Bark Skin. He gets Plant Growth. He gets Command Plants. He gets Righteous Might. He gets Repel Wood, Animate Plants, Control Plants, and Shambler. On top of that, he gets the power Enlarge. As a swift action, he can enlarge himself for 1 round as if via this particular spell. You can do this for a number of rounds per day. Additionally, he gets Bramble Armor, where he can become spiky.
Okay.
Capra's ring has used its sending to the magistrate for the week. Dee Dee's has not.
Maybe you could ask the magistrate where to go.
Yeah, Magistrate of the Court is Gwendolyn. I can talk to her.
Give me 1 second. You know what the full artifact looks like in its whole form.
Huh.
I assume we get these powers after rest.
Yeah, after rest is when they effectively function. But you understand, like the first portions of it, you get immediately. As in, you immediately become more forceful in personality.
Well, we might be able to send a message to the other members of the court going, "Hey, buddy, where are you?"
So the rings are these large bubbles that go around this rod. And if you remember before, when fully formed, this thing summons the armies of Fae. The armies of the court can be summoned with this rod. There's also something about their ability to travel. As in, you can move an army with it.
And the proclamation of the court is the rod, or is it like
It's the
representing?
rod with the 4 rings.
Okay.
You know that Gwendolen is the one the magistrate is the one who's supposed to hold the rod. And it's when like it takes the full all parties need to agree to summon this type of force.
So, Dylan, you're spring or autumn?
Or autumn, I guess.
Well, autumn's kind of like the near end of things. And you're kind of like the near end of things.
Well, at least I'm not the end of things, am I?
Yeah. You know, death ain't so bad, I think.
See, I would have thought Capra would have been spring, because he's like 4.
Oh, he's still growing.
Exactly my point!
Oh. Well, who's
Not
spring?
exactly in his prime yet. Frightening as that thought may be.
Maybe Phoebe spring.
I've seen better Atomi.
I haven't seen a better Toby.
Dugan's just being a dick.
Phoebe smiles. She's more interested in what's going on than the expected jabs at this point from Dugan.
Okay. Pleasant dreams, Capra.
You too. Capra will take off his other, he'll throw his ring of protection +3 into the treasure box.
Yeah, I already threw Dee Dee's at the bottom of
Put a ×2 in there.
×2 in there. All right, 2.
Yeah. At least they didn't have anything to do with, like, real cold. It just has to do with, well, I don't know. Put on a ring, have a little different perspective against death. Things are moving fast.
I don't know. Not really. Capra's like not super like dramatically altered by like the dawning of the ring. He does, seem a little less keen on like, well, just kill everything. Doesn't seem quite to be the right solution.
Dee Dee spends some time kind of admiring it, and then falls asleep.
Okay. Your dreams, Dee Dee, basically from this point forward, it's like always snowing. Like every scene that you're in your dreams is like it's always a snow scene. I'm at the beach with my friends and it's snowing.
Dreams always in a snow globe.
We were climbing. We were in this volcano doing whatever, and it was snowing.
I'm
We're
taking a
at the
poop,
dinner
and
table
it's snowing.
eating, and it's snowing.
Exactly. Chagga was making pancakes with the syrup and the berries, and it was snowing. Like it's just this perpetual snow. It's not an unpleasant snow. It
Just
is
woke
just
up
the snow.
shivering. This ring
In-
sucks.
In your dream, you feel a yearning or need for freedom that is coming from like a deeper source. There is a tormented fae somewhere.
It's probably Gwendolyn.
You also understand that the place of winter in the cycle, or the purpose of winter, is to basically prevent the spread of death to the point where life cannot start anew. There's this balance that's struck between, and it's all part of the natural nature cycle of things. The fact that the freezing winters keep the dead from waking up is sort of the concept, right? Things die in the fall, they get sick and taken by the reaper, and then their bodies are held firm by the snows, when in spring they can be returned to the soil and born again. Right? That's the general concept or perception. It does mean, though, that these nightmares that you were having before were about death itself, like this escaping of an evil energy, and there is purpose behind preserving life for the sake of life, and that is what is done by keeping death at bay, and that's really what this means.
Okay. Dee Dee sleeps a long, snow dream-filled sleep.
All right. Nothing tries to attack you in the evening. Morning comes. Capra sleeps very soundly.
We re-prepare our spells.
Re-prepare your spells.
Yeah.
You know the nature of the abilities from within your ring. You know that you need to call the court to session to truly unlock their true potential. You also know that you have the blessings of the winter court. If you did not have the blessings of the winter court, the ring would reject you.
Ah. Hey, Summer. Morning.
How you doing, Winter?
Not too bad.
Sleep good?
Yeah.
She looks outside the rope trick.
It's not snowing out here.
All right, we're not calling each other by the season names, okay? You're not going to be calling me spring or autumn. I'll tell you that much. If anything, I'm going to be a season. You're going to call me monsoon. There's a good name for me. Powerful.
Well, the fake court doesn't. We're across the whole thing. We're not just in the tropics.
You know what Dugan is? He's a special snowflake.
I'm special, all right. You're damn right.
Very special.
All right, special snowflakes.
I dreamed I was really, really, really big. Really big.
I dreamt of snow. Lots of snow. Keeping death at
It was-
bay.
I dreamt of money. Lots and lots of money.
Well,
I dreamt of peace and
The
quiet.
question is, though, did you dream of maybe other rings or other fae who might have the rings and where they might be?
no.
There's a really sad lady.
But we could talk with people who wear the rings, and we might be able to make contact with them. And,
All right.
And I also know the Speak with Dead spell, too, so we could talk with the Atomi to see if they know where Gerbil is, or gerbil or whatever she's called.
Gerbil. Okay, let's be sure not to refer to him as a rodent.
Is it a him or a her?
I don't know.
All right. Well, Gerbilla.
Gerbila.
Gerbilon.
Gerbil. Gerbil can be a lady's name.
Gerbil. Okay. And then we could also find where Aquafina is. Yeah. So who wants to contact Gwendolyn?
Are we flipping a coin again?
I think we're flipping a coin again.
But I can't. It's somebody did it.
Oh,
Some pig must have done it.
damn it. Okay.
Did you
Okay,
know
I
that
gotta,
there's
yeah, I'll form some words. Give me a second.
lots of food? Sunshine?
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows.
Everything is wonderful when we're together.
Yeah.
I know this one.
I know. I've said it before. We've said it before.
All right. Okay, I'm just gonna type out sending to Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn.
Hi. This is Dee Dee.
Oh, hail the fire-faced god. Oh, hail the undying emperor.
OneNote is string. It's like, how dare you switch between tabs?
I guess we could cut out the. It makes everything sound much more important. Winter being Capra and summer. Where do we go to find spring and autumn rings? Okay, I got 3 words left. What do I say? Hope you good.
Day. Good day.
Good day. Have hope. Good day. One word. There we go.
Good day, you guys.
Okay, she's gonna do a private sending to Gwendolyn and go,
Hi, this is Dewdrop Sunpetal, wearer of Winter Ring. Capra has summer. Where do we go to find spring and autumn rings? Have hope. Good day.
Okay.
this is the once per week power, or
This is the ones for weak power. Give me 1 second.
Same, I'm being summoned. Apparently child's awake. Sleeper hold in my bed.
shh, go to sleep.
Shh. Yeah. Shh. Shh.
That was the mouse sound of DM flipping through DM notes.
Yes, it was.
I resemble that sound.
That was the. Oh God, where page was it?
Where's
again?
that name?
Where
What
is
did
it?
I decide months ago? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I do recognize.
Alright, one thing.
I just got an answering machine.
I'm going to take this moment to go for a bio break. I'll be right back.
The demigod that you have just contacted is not available right now. There it is. Thank you. Oh, that's good. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Boys,
Mm-hmm.
Marty's on the freeze.
Marty's bio breaking.
Nice. Recording stopped, or?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, cool. So, what we're doing?
We're gonna wait for a response.
Oh, she doesn't respond yet? Okay.
And hopefully there's an answer response that we can go to.
Spring held in the furnace of Kragg by Elkanida. Autumn in swamp of madness. Be warned, Agua has been tainted by Atlantia. Court be blessed.
Well, neither of those places sound awesome.
One sounds a little bit warm, and the other one might be a little sticky.
Swamp of madness.
It's nom 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 nom.
No.
Nom nom nom. Making me jealous. Actually, I should have bought some milk.
Hmm?
Making me jealous. I didn't buy milk when I was at the store. I should have bought milk. I've got some like protein cereal that's actually really really good.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't had cereal for so long that it like I don't know that it doesn't taste good. I know it doesn't taste good, but it's just like I don't remember that it doesn't taste good. It tastes like real strawberries, cornflakes, you know. It only kind of cuts my gums. All right, in a deep and commanding female voice, spring held in the furnace of Kragg by Elkanida. autumn in Swamp of Madness. Be warned, Agua has been tainted by Atlantia. Court be blessed.
Okay. Dee Dee's feverishly writing down the response.
It's a very, like, reassuring feeling. Like, there's a power and a presence behind the words.
Meanwhile, Dugan's, Furnace of Kragg or Swamp of Madness both sound like such pleasant places to visit.
Well, we know where Kragg is. Isn't that where the dwarves are?
Yeah.
Yay, dwarves. Such
Fort Kragg.
great folk.
Fort
Where the
Kragg.
lieutenant disappeared. I mean, the first
The
lieutenant.
Furnace
What's the
of
lieutenant?
Kragg. Maybe the... Yeah. Yeah,
Some
okay.
sort of diamond mine or something like that?
Ooh. Dugan likes diamonds, doesn't he?
Dugan does like diamonds. Dugan likes them a lot.
Dassod, give me a int check.
Sure.
Might be an Ahmed, give me an int check, but you know what I mean.
Yep. Oh. Nope. It's not a 1, but might as well be.
Furnace the Kragg, sounds hot.
Prince of Kragg.
There we go. I thought we were going somewhere for a second. That was the sound of realization.
Is that the place where the silver dragon was?
Again,
You mean
another
the monastery?
Party,
Yeah.
another party you have no idea about.
Oh, fuck.
Now,
My shit, it's all over the place.
there might be one person in the party that has ideas about what the other party is up to. Because Dugan is the one we're sending sendings to from the other party. I know it gets weird, but don't you have a
Have we been there yet, I guess is the question.
give me a second. Time tracker. So during this time is the second last week of spring 305 year, and they're in a downtime in the other party. I mean, what recent event happened before that?
What was the last, like, adventure?
Sejong is freed, Nexus is closed, returned to Overlook. So they have done the...
They just did the monastery. We just had an Upa. Sunny might have done a bad thing.
Yeah, they're selling, crafting. Sunny's looking into shadow magics. Brenos is visiting a temple.
Mm-hmm.
The next adventure that's happening in about 4 weeks from where this party is the Shadowplane adventure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Umbra Forge, Denovar.
Yeah, right now Brenos is trying to make amends for accidentally summoning a god into the realm. I prayed to him.
Yeah, you're dealing with your uncle basically.
I'm dealing with my uncle, exactly. Oopsie.
Yeah, and it was at the end of that downtime when I decided there was going to be some adventuring. Cool. Yep. Okay. So yeah, there's a possibility Dugan knew that they talked to a silver dragon, but I don't know what this has to do with a silver dragon. So
Yeah.
it's once per week, I think, is the frequency of the sending. So
Yeah,
between who?
The private sending to Gwendolyn is a once a week thing.
Cog and no.
Oh, that's also once a week.
Cog and Dugan have a once per week sending device that.
It's a once daily.
Oh, is it daily?
So I guess it's a question: Did Cog tell Dugan about the silver dragon and all, or is it just everything's fine? Forget.
DM point. If anybody is interacting across the thing, it's in very limited stints that are very quick to not interrupt the concept of time.
Yeah. It won't break the thing. So this sending right here, these words from Gwendolen have nothing to do with the Silver Dragon. I don't know what you were talking about. Furnace.
I'm thinking it's
Memory.
different things.
Memories are all fucked up.
Okay.
This man needs some milk.
Won't help.
All right. So Kragg,
Genetic.
Kragg is where we know there are dwarves. Dwarves like to mine and mint and forge. There could be a furnace there. Also, furnace might be a common name for a volcano, like on Volcanica.
So it could be like the volcano of Kragg or somewhere deep in the earth.
Okay, give me
Well,
another
where's
check from
this
Dassod.
Alicinda?
By Ellis, held in the furnace of Kragg by Alicinda. Alicinda is a person.
I'm gonna give
Well,
you.
shit, we're not
was
going to
that a
find
2
her on a
again?
map, are we?
You want another D2?
Or it's
Yeah,
near,
well, no, not really too
or it's
frequent.
near Alicinda. The furnace is near Alicinda. Oh, damn
10 or
nouns.
20.
Let's check the map. If there's an Alicinda on the map, I guess that's where we're going.
Yeah, I think otherwise we're going to a Kragg.
16.
Okay, you know that there is a volcano underneath Fort Kragg because a very powerful being told you to find a key that was plucked from it.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's why it's familiar. I should have done a search on my sheet. Shit. Yeah. Fort Kragg, huh?
Okay. So
We can go to Fort. We can go to Fort Kragg.
The Fae. I'm just going to duplicate the. The Fae are at Rimevine. Look at that. Fort Kragg is like 120 miles away.
Yep.
Underneath Fort Kragg, there's a volcano.
Is it a question or?
No, letting you know.
Hey,
Sounds like a really bad place to build a fort, then.
kaboom!
Maybe it's like a projectile fort where you can launch it across the. You launch the fort at your enemy by tickling the volcano.
Okay, so we could get there in a few days. Unless you got one of those
Alright.
shadowy walks.
Just teleport there.
Have you been to Fort Kragg?
Where's
I
the
haven't
closest?
been there.
Where's the closest place we've been to?
The
Here or
Vermilion Marsh
Marshes. They're pretty.
might save us a few hours. Fort Kragg. Unless we know where the Swamp of Madness is.
Give me a knowledge. Local?
Geography?
Or knowledge geography.
Dee Dee can make checks even though she's not trained in the local area. Is that how
Yep.
That's how bardic knowledge works.
bardic knowledge?
32. The geography.
The Swamp of Madness is an old name for this magical fey pond you identified before.
No, this is Chagga identified the Fey Pond. Oh yeah, we also know about a Fey Pond.
You said you
that's
went and said, where are there fey ponds?
Okay.
Where's their watery fey places? Because they all seem to be centered around water. This magical fey pond in this area would be the Swamp of Madness, called such because beings seem to become twisted and deformed in that region.
Perfect.
Like-
We'll prepare before we go there.
As Chagga and his group are just like wandering out into the Swamp of Madness. I don't know if we've caught up in time yet because there would be sendings, but
There's 2 days left before the Chagga ends their researches.
okay. So I think we're gonna travel overland unless Dassod has another shadow walk.
I do not. I'm just gonna see if there's a faster way for us to do this.
Okay, it's 60.
Um,
It's 60 miles through forest and jungle.
Okay, hold on. Phantom steeds. Communal.
Do you know
Let's
that
see.
spell?
I'm trying to see if it's.
Phantom Steed is normal. Phantom Steed Communal is not.
Walk.
Now, Phantom Steeds are freaking awesome. Like, they have airwalk.
Yeah. At 14th level, they fly.
Yeah.
It's an underutilized spell.
I mean, our slowest was Capra, I believe,
Capra.
which we solved by letting him ride Dassod.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm just. Don't worry, I wiped myself real good.
Well, I have to do the same thing. Fly, Centaur, and carry both guys. It's 5 feet per, right?
No, you'd be losing 10 feet off the top, and then Sulfur is very quick through the bush.
Is he? Okay. So just Capra then.
Give me a second. Phoebe has Pathfinder's Past, which allows her to switch up her ancestor spirit spells. Let me just skim through the spell list, see if there's anything in there that could make us travel quicker. I mean, she could give one person overland flight. Nope. Sorry, 5th level. She gets 2 at her highest, so she could give 2 people overland flight. If she took the Heavens Spirit. She could awaken animals. That's funny.
Would the foot wraps of Scrying and Springing help with the with carrying Capra?
What was that?
Would the foot wraps of Springing and Striding help with Capra? Carrying Capra?
Carrying Capra? It increases your speed for not fly.
Not fly.
No.
Does Capra have boots?
Capra. A second. Capra does.
Here, I'll take a look for you. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm there. I'm scrolling.
Crap. The
Capra.
armored warrior, giving him endurance.
Wait. Oh. Oh well, we can heal on the way. Why don't you put these wraps on, Capra? It'll make you move faster.
So overland flight on 2 people is the best way.
Boots of Springing and Striding given to Capra makes him move at +10 move speed. So you'd have what, 40 move speed?
That would give him a 40 base move speed, so moving at 20.
Holy fuck.
That's going through brush.
Okay, so I'll just carry him. That's the fastest way. I'll just carry him.
And Windwalk is too high level of a spell. We're not at that ridiculous travel speed yet. Okay.
6th level, right?
Well, overland flight would mean none of us would have to walk in the jungle. We could just fly above it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd be flying at 40 instead of moving at 20 or 30.
Yep. And like Sulfur could be in the jungle and he moves that fast just normally.
Okay.
He moves through the jungle unimpeded as well as the forest.
Okay, so I think... And what is your movement rate, Dassod?
Flying 60, carrying Capra
50.
50, yeah.
So I only need one overland.
You'll
flight.
need one for... Wait, I travel... How fast does Sulfur move? 40?
Sulfur moves at 40. Yeah.
Does he have boots?
Sulfur... Sulfur moves at 40 and climbs at 30. And he
Let's look at his boots.
does not have any boots.
He puts the boots on. We travel at 50. There we go. We're faster.
50 miles a day. That's pretty good.
Additionally, he could cast a long strider to do the same thing.
Well, get him to cast a spell. You could use your boots. All right. So what's happening is that Capra is getting a fly spell for us to travel with. So
Okay.
one overland flight.
Okay, so an overland flight means that it'll take 2 days to get there.
And let's just go through the list. So Dugan, you fly at what speed? 30?
50.
50. And is that a Tomy flight or is that something else?
So
Okay.
if I carry Capra, it's also 50.
Well, no, so Capra with an overland flight, overland flies at 80.
Oh.
Overland flight is twice speed when travel. Overland flight allows you to fast travel with no... you cover 64 miles in an 8-hour period. Because you can hustle without taking non-lethal.
Yes. Okay.
So it is pretty good.
All right. So the slowest
Okay.
person I think are the two Atomies at 50.
Okay, hold on a second. This is what spell you're casting? Overland Flight? That's 5th, right?
Yep.
Okay, 2 mythic points. Let's get there. Tomy.
Okay.
While the Atomi are small enough, they could just ride
They
someone.
can just ride someone.
Yep.
All right.
Save your mythic.
I assume we're gonna have to rest before we do anything.
You're that's a big assumption, quite frankly.
They were just saying it'll take 2 days to get there. So if we...
All right. I'm going to switch back to the other map. It's exactly 2 hexes. So, because I want to go through the grouping.
It's 60. They're 60-mile hexes, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
So it's 2 days.
And we'll arrive at the end of the second day, or we'll have to rest at the end of the second day.
You'll be ready to rest at the end of the second day. Like the overland flight spell, you go 64 miles per day with that spell.
Can't you just go 16 hours?
No. Well, that's forced marching. You could force march and get there like at 3 o'clock in the morning on the first day.
Yeah. Or
All
get
right.
pretty damn close.
Los is in the urn with his buddy, carried by Capra. Private Sulfur travels at 40, unimpeded through the bush. 50 if he long striders himself, or at ridiculous speed with the overland flight.
Yeah.
So Phoebe will be willing to... She can do a second overland flight. Keep in mind this does eat into her breath of life.
Mm-hmm.
However, Dee Dee, I think, knows breath of life. So we're still kind of covered there.
Okay.
All right, which means the slowest we're moving is at 50. They're going to ride basically Capra.
Yep.
And then Dassod, how are you moving at?
I have a fly spell. It'll give me 60.
Your fly spell gets extended, so you're moving at 60.
Yeah.
So yeah, our slowest flyers are basically Dee Dee and Dassod at 60.
Is there a way for us to move faster though?
We could just force march a few extra hours into that first night,
First day.
so that we arrive with
Like earlier in the second day.
evening of the second day kind of thing.
Okay.
Or
Give me a percentile
afternoon.
for the first day, Mark.
All right. 37.
Okay. While traveling along the way, you do come across a hobgoblin troop, like a small caravan.
Where are they going? What are they doing?
Looks like they've got food and arms, and it is traveling above ground. It's got some goblin escorts. It's not of a sufficient threat to your group to be an encounter in and of itself.
I think we leave it. We don't want to alert them that something's coming.
Sure.
Okay.
It's not why we're here. We're here for the rings.
Games from now, we find out this was the caravan carrying the secret weapon that destroyed.
At that point, you're allowed to go where to my
Yeah, exactly.
It'll just be a beat of the story. Well, the Fae off doing Fae things. They didn't make. Yeah.
Yep.
They made Fae decisions.
Decisions.
Fae decisions.
All right. Okay. On the next day's travels, give me another percentile.
68.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, Dassod will take the form of a dragon, by the way. There's no point in being a centaur. I was only being a centaur to carry people around, but I'll be a dragon for the thing.
All right.
The silver dragon, or
We're going to the volcano, red dragon.
There are
Sure.
some fire giants, as well as more goblin troops, as you're approaching the base of a more of an open plain. I apologize for not having a map prepared. There's a hilly valley with some military force within it. It looks like there's sort of an excavation site towards one end, and it looks like they're using a form of water mining.
this is nearby Kragg.
Yeah, you're in the area of Kragg. This is nearby Kragg at this point.
Okay, so they're mining.
Are
Is
we in
it
a
mining or
different-
is it just excavation for another purpose?
It's excavation of some variety. It doesn't. It might be a mine or a repurposed mining gear, as they're excavating something. The is anybody a geologist?
No.
What skill does that fall under?
It would be knowledge engineering or knowledge
Nature?
Nature, or
Yeah,
What-
Dee Dee can take 10, get a 22.
22. Whatever they're using is excavating earth from very deep.
Yes.
This
Seems-
encampment.
Seems like these hobs are really digging deep over here. They're really getting at it.
The military here is, so there's enough military in the valley that it would definitely be an encounter for the party, as in it might also kill the party. This place
Hit and run.
currently being, it doesn't quite look like an active siege. There's something weird, but there's a lot of hobb military surrounding what appear to be the entrances to Fort Kragg. And then you came across this valley where they're mining something.
Is Fort Kragg still have humans in it?
You haven't. They lost contact with Fort Kragg.
Okay, so there's a furnace here.
Give me a heal check from Phoebe or Dee Dee.
Heal check. Weird. This is Phoebe. 40.
Okay, so the blight is beginning to encroach on this area. It's not quite strong enough to like immediately impact those who fly above the tree line, but it is simply because the vegetation is not quite as dense, where the dwarves have basically stripped mined large chunks of where the trees were. But yeah, you're definitely getting towards the edge of the blight.
Is the blight moving or expanding?
You're not certain.
Okay.
It's that big cloud. It's the spores.
Okay. So can we see the fortification that is Fort Kragg?
You can see it's like there's a valley wall that you can like fly past, and you can then see the initial front facing of Fort Kragg.
Is that hole the volcano, Dassod, or do we need to go beneath the fort?
Well,
So you're saying
I don't know.
The furnace of Kragg is the volcano beneath Fort Kragg? Is that what you're saying?
I think so, yeah. I know there's a volcano there, and it sounds like that's what it's describing. I could go in and see what they're actually doing down there.
Are you the right one to send in?
Probably Dugan, are you?
Yeah. Hey, Dugan. Heads or tails?
I'll go. I'm sneaker, and we both know it.
Yeah, I was just gonna show you the tail one anyways, and you were tails and I was heads.
Yeah, like you were gonna determine the result of that coin toss.
I just did.
All right.
She got you there.
Here we go.
Hold on. We're gonna put some spells on you first.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Dugan will turn invisible and sneakily try to.
Hold on. We're gonna put some spells on you first.
Fine.
We're gonna make Dugan. Oh, I don't know. Well,
Telepathic bond, if we had one, would be perfect.
I don't think this party has one. Let me check Lloes. Do you gain benefit from mage armor?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Lloes doesn't have anything for you. Alright, going on to Dee Dee. How long does Good Hope last?
Good hope lasts for 1 minute per level.
How long does Heroism last?
10 minutes per level.
Okay.
Heroism is better. Mythic heroism is best.
How long does that last?
10 minutes per level, but it gets the bonus. It doubles the bonus, and it applies to like your attack damage, just like a good hope would. So it's like a double.
Oh, nice.
Double good hope that lasts for 10 minutes per level.
That's awesome.
For 1 mythic point.
All right, we don't have heroism today because we have the tribe spirit option, which allows
Capra
us.
will give him a heroism because Capra has that every day.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Okay, here, making you a hero. You could be my hero, baby. You can something. Go get him.
Sorry, not the
Tiger.
tribe. I want the one with overland flight. Oh, the heavens is the one we've got. Okay. There's got to be something else. So communal delay poison goes up.
How many languages do you speak?
How many
Dugan?
languages do you speak?
Not many.
Okay. I think.
You got
We're
the
also gonna cast
communal
some
delay
tongues on
poison, Dugan?
Pardon me?
Communal delay poison?
Okay. I don't know what token we putting this on. Where?
I'm on the Rimevine map.
Yeah, we're kind of in the theater of the mind.
Okay.
Adam did prep in the other direction, but
Okay. Well, you could have said something subtly, moved us towards.
don't worry. I've played the clock just fine. Chaggas will be going, where the fuck are you this evening? Listen, you stupid bastards, where are you? I'll just have to play out the rest of today.
I see what you did there. Okay. Yeah, who's giving Dugan comprehend languages?
Capra's giving him tongues,
Cool.
because comprehend languages is personal, I think.
All right. Does Dugan benefit from bark skin?
Yes. What level? Sorry.
It would be a +4 bark skin.
Yes, he would have been.
Okay, so Dugan gets a bark skin. What else can we give you? You got the delay poison.
Yep.
I guess a communal resist energy.
Resist
against
energy, fire.
Yeah.
Dassod will throw that up.
That's a longer term spell too.
Yeah, I think my next big purchase is going to be a ring of freedom of
Don't
movement.
grab me, bro.
Hmm?
A ring of don't grab me, bro.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
and life bubble. I think we're gonna give the life bubble just to Dugan.
Great.
Yeah, we want the, like, I think even the communal whatever, that's just a Dugan, so it lasts longer.
Yep. You're getting all this down, eh, Mark?
I got it.
Heroic Fortunes to short term. $10 per level. Cool. Magic Circle against evil.
Nice.
I think you're good to go on Dugan Quest. I don't see anything else. You have UMD, right? Use Magic Device.
Yes.
Do you have a way of healing yourself?
Yeah, he's got wands and he's got a wand of See Invis.
Okay. KKK. Okay. All right. No, we're done. All these are rounds per level, or can't cast on you, or I think that's personal.
Don't you like it when the reference goes to a page that doesn't exist in the book?
Yeah.
God, I love it when they do that. It's my favorite.
That one is.
Alright.
Yeah, we're down to a minute per levels. I don't see anything else. Dukes, I imagine it's going to take you a while to get down there.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, you're set up like a good 800 meters away from the encampment to keep everybody out of sight.
I think we'll rope trick to keep everyone out of sight so we could talk and move around, and then have somebody outside the rope trick to keep watch. We'll limit our stealth check to one person, which will be Lloes and his can.
Perfect.
Well,
All right, Dugan.
we hide the can, as is tradition.
Okay.
Okay, how do you approach this? In fact, what I'm going to do, give me a second. I will cut a image out of this, and I'm going to just drop it into the thingy, and we can use that as a starting point. All right, because I can. And because I can, I will. So, snipping tool. Okay, and I'm going to go here, actually. File, save as. Map, new map. Background texture, that one. Map. File system.
Can Sulfur cast spell immunity communal on Dugan?
You certainly can. What spell?
One specified spell for every 4 levels you have. So
And they'll have to be fourth
or
less,
lower. Yeah. So he's a 11th, 12, 12.
Hold monster, charm monster.
No, we'll say hold monster. Are you immune to magic missiles, Dugan?
No, in no way.
Magic missile.
Magic missile and I don't know, fireball.
Sure.
Alright.
That's also a 10-minute per level spell.
Alright, so I'm going to just do this, and I'm going to force players to current map. Hacha! Okay. So, this valley, you're currently up in the hills. There is a small encampment, some sort of shrine, and then there is an excavation or dig that's happening.
What is that thing?
Sorry, what were you pointing at?
The big wishbone
The big
arch
wishbone?
thing.
The big wishbone is part of it's a water mill.
Oh, I see. It's coming out of the mountain. Okay, all right. I was like, "What's this big arch?" I'm just not seeing the perspective. Okay.
Yeah, there's a side view. It's basically water that's being poured down and up in a cycle to carry dirt out of the hole.
And there's like a veritable village of army.
There's a veritable village of army, as well as what look like sort of a encouraged force of laborers that might not be being paid to dig. In the valley, you do see there are hobgoblins and goblins. There are also, Dugan, if you can give me a knowledge nature check.
He cannot.
Okay. There are these sort of green and purple-skinned humanoids who seem to be doing the digging. They seem to be mostly out in this region as you're moving forward. Give me a sense motive.
Okay. 25.
There are the creatures that they're using to do the digging seem to behave very badly above ground. They don't function well.
Okay.
You're not certain what race
They are. Yeah.
All right. Within You were going to want to be wary of. Actually, give me a perception check. You're muted.
I got a 46.
46. Okay, it's pretty clear. There, like over in this region by sea, there is a nest of flying drakes.
Yeah, we'll stay away from there.
Yeah, they're of pretty impressive size.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to be in their jaws or anywhere near their tails.
All right.
Sorry. So that shrine in the middle looks to be like it was also the start of the original dig site. There is some destroyed equipment in that region. You're not certain what conflict would have ended this, but there is a shrine there and some digging equipment that appeared to be originally there. At B, you have a full military encampment.
Okay.
Including what appear to be you're familiar with some like minor oni. You've got fire giants. You've got hobgoblin and goblin. A veritable group like mishmash of goblinoid forces. You're not certain at this distance who is leading them. Where do you go?
He avoids the military encampment,
Okay.
avoids the flying drakes, flies over the shrine.
Okay, you're avoiding all the things that would try to kill you.
Yep.
As is tradition.
As is tradition.
And
well, there's
he'll
other people with different traditions, which are to piss off all the things that would try to kill you.
I killed them better.
And he will make his way kind of around the big encampment at F and E, and kind of come in from the top to have a look.
Okay. All right. There is a gaping hole going down there. It is extremely deep. There is a curious smell wafting up. Do you have dark vision?
He does.
Okay. How deep is your dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay. It's much deeper than that.
I assumed.
Stupid question.
Head, and that seems to be that's where the dig is, so that's where he's gonna go, I guess.
Okay. Are you going down the hole?
He's going down the hole.
Okay. Do you have anything that improves your ability to stealth?
Invisibility. Two
Okay.
forms of it.
Do you have any of the tricks that allow you to hide from creatures that don't need eyes to see you?
He can still hide from creatures with tremor sense.
Okay. Give me a sense motive.
Plus 26.
Some of these workers are not all of them, but some of them are like taking notice of you. They might not be overly, like they're not super jumpy, but there's people who are like glancing in your, like they're not glancing in your general direction, but you can see them like twisting their ears or sniffing sort of in the directions where you're coming from.
Okay. Well, they can smell me. But these are the, shall we say, volunteers?
These were the voluntolds.
Yeah, the voluntolds, yeah. He's not worried about the voluntolds because it's not, their job is not security. I don't think they have a vested interest in the success of this operation.
Okay, you do, as you're traveling under, as you get under here, there are some of the Voluntolds seem to be voluntelling.
Oh, you fucking rats. Time to start cutting some ropes and causing some mining accidents.
Are you sabotaging their operation?
No, he's zipping around.
Okay. This goes. So there's this like this tunnel goes down about 400 feet. There's some offshoots to this mine. Once you get to the base, it sort of sprawls out into like a network. There appears to be like a tunnel down here.
Well, I think that's where we should go.
Okay. When you get down to the tunnel, you find that they seem to be mining towards where you think the crag was, based off of where you were before you came down.
Okay. Everybody wants to see how far they got.
Okay. Do you have any skill that would help gauge the progress of a mine from?
I mean, distance-wise.
They have gotten 350 feet.
It's probably a few months' work with a pick.
Yeah, and you can see the where the water is being used to pump up the material. Like you can see, there's a pool down there where you can see the water being pumped back up.
All right.
Okay. You don't have detect magic, anything like that?
No.
Okay. Do you have knowledge engineering?
I do. I believe.
Give me a knowledge engineering roll.
It's not freaking awesome, but it's there.
We're all going to be scanning Dugan's mind later.
Oh, I forgot I have heroism as well. That's 7. 14.
14. There's a bunch of creatures that you find underground in this underground mine.
Glad I took that skill.
Yep, there's definitely things you haven't seen before down here.
All right. Is there any?
Oh, that's a fire giant. He's really easy to see. Kind of slouchy.
Is there any like excavated ruins or like built up parts that are?
You don't see anything. Well, you do see. Give me a perception check.
42.
In some of the scrap that you're seeing, there is like some carving. Like they've accidentally blown out a wall that was already there, or they are not just tunneling through fresh rock. There was something here that they're also digging through.
All right.
Potsherds?
What was that?
Potsherds?
I'm not certain what that word means.
Shards.
Sherds. Potsherds is like the detritus of clay pots broken from the most common thing you find on digs.
This would be more like it'd be similar like a potsherd would be. It'd be similar to that. A second. You do find a shrine near a waterfall. This is part of that cycle that goes up and down. That water cycle. It does seem to be blessed at some level. You probably don't like the look of the guy near it, as he does appear to be kind of looking in your general direction.
Is he alone?
Somewhat competent in what he does.
Is he alone?
No, he has some people around him.
Okay.
Otherwise, he was going to be the target of assassinate.
Yeah, he looks competent. He is wearing. He's got like a gauze over his eyes. He is wearing light clothing, and has a very peculiar jade and a jade holy symbol. It looks like.
Okay, well, we'll take that.
Okay, there's a snake holy symbol.
62.
62. You have a snake holy symbol.
All right. Does he
This
have a spell component pouch?
doesn't have a. Oh no, yes, does have a spell component pouch. As well as an Ioun stone. That the 5 Ioun stones, 6 Ioun stones spinning around his head.
All right. Well, we'll start with the pouch. A 47 there.
Okay, I'm going to start giving this particular individual perception checks to understand that he's got things missing. All right.
That are tied to his class abilities. He's just a shitty fighter now.
Okay, so he's. You understand all languages because of tongues. He is convinced there is an intruder. He is yelling about an evil spirit, and he's pointing in the direction of where he noticed the small thing. So he's pointing in your general direction about an evil spirit.
Okay. Well,
And
I'm
throw it a
I'm
fit.
I'm going to ride the water up at this point.
Okay, yeah, you take the water that's pumped back up and you float yourself back up to the top. Give me a reflex save or a swim check.
I'll do a reflex save.
Not
Thank you
get
very
caught in
much.
any sort of machinery.
Not 20.
Yeah, no worries. You're deaf little you come out gracefully. With the air bubble, you didn't even get your wings wet. you're so taut. Okay, there's a kerfuffle going on down there. But by the time you're up, you're so far up that you don't hear the yelling that's going on in the basement. All right. Okay. Yeah, you've made your way out of the mine complex.
Okay. I guess I'll head back. Unless there's something to see at E, I guess.
At E. Okay. In E is the. You see, so this is where a bunch of the mining camp has been developed.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of old dwarvish structures and a set of dwarvish foundations that are very broadly placed. It looks like something here has been destroyed some time ago. There is knowledge. It's like history, religion, engineering.
No, he says he's basically a pickpocket with wings. That's his life.
Hey, there's a bunch of archaeology. There's some ruins here.
Okay.
There's
Look at
dwarvish
all the
ruins that are
shit.
currently being used as a staging area for mining.
Can I tell what they're doing with the stone that they're bringing up, or are they just piling it up?
They're currently just piling it up.
All right.
It doesn't look like they're sifting for gems or anything like that.
All right.
Like they're not smelting. Like there isn't a huge fog or anything like that coming
Nope.
out. Okay.
No.
So they're just digging then. Interesting.
Dig all day long.
Yeah.
All right, head back to the party, I guess. Actually, I'll have a stop at D, see if what I see there. Have a quick look.
Okay.
A quick
Here-
pilfer.
Okay.
Little aerial snatch and grab.
Exactly.
All right. You find a bunch of so there's a bunch of destroyed mining equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 40.
You do see a lockbox that's sort of buried under a flipped over cart.
Oh, hello. We'll take that.
Okay.
Open
There
it up.
is a. I guess. Do you open the lockbox?
He opens the lockbox.
There's a lock on it. It does not stop the Dugan from opening.
Okay.
Within the lockbox, there is a delicate piece of parchment
Mm-hmm.
in a scroll tube.
Ooh.
There are 2 rough, uncut rubies, each the size of a human fist,
Okay, there we go.
and a small bag of gold coins.
Okay, well, we will be honorable and share this with the others. The scroll, is it a magical scroll or?
No.
Well, with tongues, can I read? I can't remember. Can I read as well?
I
I think so.
Let's just find out. Do you need the cantrip to do the thing that the third circle does?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. It doesn't make much sense. Speak and understand language of any.
Don't know that you. Okay, so it's written in Dwarvish.
Oh, well, I think I speak. I'll double check, but I think I speak Dwarven. Excellent.
Okay. This is a deed to a mine.
Ooh.
It looks like the paperwork for this mine, this particular deed, would have been finished for the mine to have opened within the last 6 months.
Okay. We'll take it back with us. Because Dugan owns a mine now, as far as he's concerned.
I'm not sure if that's how it works, but okay.
That's how it works for the Fae. I found the thing that the human made, so the thing is fine.
So you did see some bits of dead dwarf within the piles.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to touch those. Are there signs of anything other than enfolded sniffing creatures
In
in the mines? Were there?
in the mines, do you have survival?
No.
Okay, so there was definitely.
Basically, it was that. Did you see any hobgoblins like whipping them or like?
So they're mostly being whipped by other blindfolded type of creatures.
Okay.
But there also were fire giants down there. There
Okay.
were some other less more ogreish type giants.
Okay. So giants and those things.
Yeah, and
Love
then a lot of this snake motif.
Snake. Sorry.
The snake motif, the snake
Oh,
symbol that you found. There was a lot of these sorts of things on these blindfolded people. The ones who seemed to have any sort of power had some piece of
All right.
holy symbol of the snake thing.
All right. We are gonna. Oh, yeah, already. Yeah. Only fire giants, goblinites. Okay. We'll head back to the party. I think.
What made this a shrine? Was it just it was an old shrine or?
There is a shrine to there's a shrine to Morden there that was being,
Okay.
like the dwarves that came here blessed this place and set up a shrine.
Who am I
Part of their
kidding?
dig.
Dugan goes to the big tent at the military camp. Who am I kidding?
It's like, oh yeah, just beeline directly.
Oh yeah, I'm
It's
Dugan.
coming for ya.
This is the I haven't stolen enough today.
It's got an itch.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So there are. Give me a stealth check.
Dugan is,
Invisibility or no?
Without the invisibility.
Dugan is the epitome of greed.
$60.
It's so fine. I love it. Win.
Okay.
Yoink.
And unexpected loss.
All right. This particular group has a lot of, well, an interesting number of people who look a lot like, what's his name? A second. Zogel.
Hmm.
Compared to normal forces, they have a lot more Zogels than you would have otherwise thought.
Ooh. That's unfortunate.
You're pretty certain that, like, Zogel could potentially see you. It's a thing that he could do.
Okay.
There is a female Oni who seems to be, at least for now, in charge of this place. She has a massive bow.
Okay.
You overhear the word Ogria.
All right.
In association. She has. There's definitely. Let's say there's enough that here to have troops of Oni.
Okay.
All right. In addition, there are other associated militaristic folk, and then some fire giants that are traveling with them.
All right. Duggan's just gonna go to the big tent, see if he can find any paperwork that
Okay.
any plans.
Any dear diaries.
All right. You find a scroll or a journal.
Okay.
The
Hey.
journal is written in Dwarven and another language.
Well, he speaks Dwarven and
What is it
let
technically?
me double check. And Giant.
It's not giant.
I have to pick another language, by the way, guys. Any suggestions before?
Whatever
Terran.
language this is.
Terran
That's
Aaron.
not what we're doing here. I'm asking you before Adam says.
Give me a second. So we're fighting goblins. There are giants.
Giant.
And we now know that at the heart of this, there could be, like, dragons have been mentioned a few times.
So maybe Draconic.
Dee Dee can also teach you Draconic.
All right, so Draconic it is. All right.
Okay,
Is
give
it
me-
Draconic?
It is not draconic. Give me a linguistics check.
Well, this will be. Oh, I can do this. All right. With heroism, we got a 27.
Okay. Xerxes has proven charming and challenging company. Quiet and shrewd negotiator. He has agreed to my demands of support and protection in exchange for guiding him to his prize in the bowels of Fort Kragg. The dwarves have neglected this precious cornerstone of their heritage regardless. So it will find a far more loving home in my coils. Xerxes is cunning but agreeable, and working alongside him seems a safe proposition for our as long as our goals align.
Well, we will find Xerxes and kill him! Or this other lady.
I have misgivings of Elicinda. Never trust a serpent with legs, as my mother used to say.
I'll just take the whole thing.
Okay, you take the whole thing. The way south and east is simple enough along the Grey Dwarf Highway that runs below my chasm. Xerxes assures me he has enough coin and muscle to dispel any tolls the Droskarites may impose.
Okay.
Let us hope I don't come to regret allying with these Iron Fangs. But even if they do betray me, I would devour 100 hobgoblins to lay coils upon the key.
The key. Okay. Well, is there any valuables in here?
So
Are there any valuables in here? Yes, there are some valuables in here.
That he can fit in his backpack. The giant mammoth fur, probably not going to take that.
There's some coin. There's some. Well, there's a lot of coin.
Okay.
There's some rubies. There's
Rubies
some
are-
scrolls.
We'll start with the rubies and scrolls.
And there's a very ornate-looking dwarvish war axe.
I'm not a dwarf. It's. Then again, it's probably magical. That's always good money.
There's a later point in the adventure where you're going to complain about no treasure. You already
No,
got it.
there's no.
All right. 435 platinum pieces, 3,268 gold pieces, 12 rubies, a scroll of V-shape 2 scrolls of Identify, a scroll of Raise Dead, a scroll of Resurrection, a scroll of Empiric Touch, and a +2 Mighty Cleaving Dwarven War Axe.
somebody's writing this down, or Adam, can you paste it somewhere?
I will paste it.
Okay. And then the journal, what was that second language it was written in?
It's written in Undercommon.
Undercon, okay. So he will leave a note.
Can't trust you.
And it's just gonna be no. He'll just leave a note that says, "Thank you very much, the Imperium."
You've been Deegan.
No, yes, you've been Dugganed.
No, the Imperium thing's better.
Either way, it's fine.
The Imperium, yeah, we'll do the Imperium.
The Imperium.
In your heart, you know that you do can in your heart. We don't want to. We don't want to start the teleport ganking too
Not
soon.
yet.
Not yet. Not until we go and hide in our little hole at the end of every day.
Okay. After that, he goes back to the party. Look at all the cool shit I found.
Oh, Dugan's so awesome.
After some share memories,
Yeah.
There are some murlocs, are like mainly what's down there. Some of these murlocs appear to be acting as if they have blind sense.
Morlocks?
Morlocks, sorry.
They're an underground race.
Underground race.
Weird.
The snake holy symbol, I'm putting air quotes, is an aspect of Xanathura.
Tell me what that is.
It's a snake cult.
Oh, okay.
There'd be a more significant check to understand what that means.
Is it a holy or unholy symbol?
It would be an unholy symbol.
Okay, I added that to the treasure sheet. Jade unholy symbol.
Okay. And it'd be like knowledge geography, or knowledge local underground, something to understand what they're trying to do.
Spell components.
The spell components, divine caster.
Any valuable components?
Give me a second. Do you have any spells that require fancy components? There'd be 500 gold pieces of diamond dust.
Good haul, Dugan.
Yeah, I'll say. Oh, 12 fucking rubies. Oh yeah, here's her journal of the leader of the military camp. 12 fucking rubies.
Yeah, we'll be studying that journal.
Yeah, and I'll type up the journal because I have to modify it slightly too.
All right.
Yeah, there's the journal and then I guess the treasure from Gashma and other things.
Yeah, I've mostly modified all that stuff. I've filled it at least half in. Okay. You got a sending from Chagga. He's really annoyed.
Where are you?
To whom did he send the sending?
It would be Kev or Capra.
It's probably to Kev, because he's one of the sergeants, and the Fae are clearly on this quest. I received your message at the bottom of the rolls. It's lucky I even ate them. They were going stale. That's clearly a lie. Where are you?
It's all Dugan's fault.
Where are you? We're about to go and explore the center of the Trifort area, which is a very important place, Chagga. I don't know if that's 25 words, but we could.
Yeah.
How many nights are we left? We don't have any fucking nights left, do we?
No. They've just finished the researches.
Fuck.
So he just told you were going to the center of the Trifort area.
Hey, Dukes. All right, the response. I'll confirm with the others when we can be back. Should be back soon. We'll contact you. Cap, our lieutenant. All hail the Five-Face God. Hey, Dugan! What? I just got to send. All right, hold on. 18 is back to Kev. Just got to send in from the lieutenant. He wants to know what the fuck's going on.
Lieutenant,
We have a job that we need to get to. Apparently, we gotta go investigate something.
how's he doing?
He's
We
not
would
too
have to
happy.
find like a
What?
basket of cookies down there or something.
You should let him know we've encountered a large hostile force near Fort Kragg that's clearly searching for
Yeah, the